heavy,
bored.
That's part of the reason I think it's so childish too. It's a collage. This is a collage of aesthetic that she likes, and it's not really art. It's not really, if it is art, it's not a successful art piece. It's just kind of a collage of whatever the fuck she was feeling at the time. And like she said, like in this blurb, like they're honest, they're eclectic, and they aren't not trying to be anything other than what they are. And I'm just like, they are though, right? Like they're trying to be profound. Yeah, which is what all
You mean
poetry.
her 1950s to 60s Americana photographs, or are we on to her poems?
Well, both, all of it.
I mean, yeah, I kind of get the honest thing, but that's because at some points I do feel like I'm just kind of reading her journal.
Yeah, and I think that's a good description. Yeah, the journal.
And that can happen like mid poem. And like there are places where I think and I was talking about this earlier, where she like hit something that could have been interesting to explore but was not pursued in a way that interests me. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then there are like just other things that page 1, I mean, well, I guess
do you have page
6.
numbers on yours?
Yeah. I mean, it's the first poem.
Yeah, I have no page numbers, which I thought was strange. It's just, again, I know that's deliberate. I'm sure that's deliberate. If this was published by Simon and Schuster and they don't include page numbers, it's because she didn't want them or whatever. And it just furthers my thing that this is a hodgepodge kind of collage of, you know, smudged iPhone lens photos from like her phone, and she thought it was really cool and edgy or grungy. This kind of, like you said, 1960s kind of hippie, where they would take pictures of trash and like the industrial parks, and that became part of an artistic aesthetic. And I think,
but like with this sort of fuzzy, slightly out of focus,
right,
kind of like sort of dreamy feeling to it. Like everything is like, there can be a lot of neutral tones and then like pops of color, but they're all kind of blurry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like just, I mean, these blurry dandelions in this field of grass, for example.
Yeah. And the images are out of focus, right? So they're out of focus in yours too.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally on purpose. It's like
this kind of smudged iPhone lens that.
But it's not even that.
Inner.
Resources, American resources.
Being bored?
Some activities are intentional, right?
It shows such a lack of gratitude for life. Bored. I aspire to boredom, I should say.
Bored.
I am heavy.
Bored.
Has you the night sweats and the day sweats, pal? Pal, I do.